Hi, so for my assignment, I decided to do the animation Kung Fu Panda. My question for the animation would be, do you think animations can teach life lessons? And I say this because I believe they can. When it comes to children, young children, uh, young children, young adults, and adults, that was the audience that this movie had. And the goal of the movie was to teach children that it's okay to be yourself. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. No matter who says whatever, never stop being who you are. And you think to yourself, do children actually acknowledge that? Do they understand it a little bit in a way where they can understand that they're perfect just the way they are? So when it comes to the rhetorical situation, the movie's effect on our society is a gigantic one. I mean, Kung Fu Panda is a multi-million dollar movie with not only one but three motion pictures, and it has the all-inspiring Jack Black as Kung Fu Panda himself, and they have all of their wonderful casts alongside of him. So when it comes to society, this extremely affects our society just because it's such a popular movie. And children all over the world have probably seen this movie. When it comes to the articles I chose to support my claims, I did research on what children think subconsciously, what they think about, and why they think that way. And you think, and I've done research and I've realized that subconsciously children actually do in fact pay attention. They understand the life lessons, and as they progress, as they get older, they actually understand it even more than they once did. So they'll go back and they'll rewatch Kung Fu Panda and they'll realize, oh my God, it was teaching me that all along and I was doing that, but I never understood why I was doing that. So when it comes to the movie is about a panda who is originally a noodle maker with his dad, and he loves his dad very much, but noodles are not his passion. His passion is kung fu. So he goes through his trials. He goes through people telling him he can't do it. He's not welcome. He's not supposed to be here. He goes through people trying to hurt him just to stop him from fulfilling his dream. And then eventually he realized, you know what, I'm going to fulfill this dream. And he fulfilled it. And it took a lot of courage and ambition, and it took a lot of passion to do so. But during the entire movie, he was being stopped every 5 minutes. People telling him, you can't do this because you're this way. You can't do this because you're that way. And for me, you think to yourself, do kids feel like that? Do they feel like, I can't do this or that because I'm not tall, or um I'm not old enough, or I'm not cool enough, or I'm not cute enough? And you think to yourself, this psychological effect has a lot of power over children, especially young children, because they're very much so impressionable. So for the movie to demonstrate that it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to be different, be out of the box, do things that normal people wouldn't. That shows kids that it's okay if you're too tall, if you're not pretty enough, if you're pretty, if you're not smart, if you're smart. It shows kids to be themselves no matter what happens. So when it comes to Disney movies in general, you think to yourself, do they teach life lessons? Yes, they actually do. You can look it up wherever you are, but it shows evidence all over the place that kids very much so do take the knowledge that they see from the animations, but they also take the creativity, the spontaneousness, the ambition to dream. So when it comes to this, the audience would be young kids, young adults and adults. The goal is to teach kids that it's okay to be yourself and to love yourself for who you are, no matter who doesn't like you. And the in general uh, bibliography is about not only analyzing the movie, but understanding why the movie was created. The movie it was created to teach people that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to do things differently. And for me, I always thought that that was extremely interesting because nobody really dives into that section of children's brains. But when it comes to children, they're very much so aware, but they're not quite sure of what they're looking at. But eventually they catch on and they realize it's okay to be this, it's okay to be that. So thank you very much for watching this, and hopefully this little draft is a good start for a better runner.